What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? AJ Good here at the House of Masks, where we unbox and review cool stuff, and boy, oh boy, do we have a lot to talk about, because the New York Toy Fair was this week, and Trick or Treat Studios dropped some absolute bombs on us in the best way possible, and I'm sure that I'm not going to get any sort of props from Trick or Treat Studios because for some reason they only notice when I say bad things or things that I don't like about their business, and they seem to overlook all of the really nice stuff that I've said about them over the years. Regardless, I want to cover this because the subject matter that Trick or Treat Studios is working with has me very excited, and the things that I've seen from the Toy Fair so far are amazing, and I think that that's going to lead to further good things in the future. So first, the big one, the one that I'm the most excited about, people have been sending this to me all day, Gwar. Yes, that is right. We finally have real, proper Gwar action figures. None of this little cutesy kind of pop vinyl type shit. Not the really expensive, unfinished figures that are on eBay from time to time, but the real deal, full-on 5-inch Gwar action figures, and boy, oh boy, do they look good. I've said boy, oh boy twice in this video so far. I hate myself. But they do truly look really well done. In fact, when I first heard that Trick or Treat Studios was going to be doing Gwar toys, I didn't think that we were going to get anything nearly as cool as what we got. I thought that this would be the new Gwar, the Gwar AD, if you will, and while we do have some Gwar AD characters and Gwar AD looks, we even got an Odorous figure, which is obviously the most important thing. And I was fully expecting that when we got an Odorous figure that he wouldn't have the cuttlefish. I thought that they were going to go the cheap route. I definitely didn't think that they were going to include the big giant 3-foot wiener on Odorous Urungus, but after some zooming on the photos that we got from the Toy Fair, I can confirm that it does appear that there is a giant cuttlefish on the Odorous Urungus figure, which is awesome. What would Odorous be without his cuttlefish? Now, obviously, the display models that they have at the Toy Fair and for all of the catalog photos that are to come are going to be a little nicer than the ones that we are actually getting in real life. So if you guys order these based on these figures, it's no secret at this point. It's Trick or Treat Studios. It's mass-produced stuff. The ones from the catalog photos and from the unveiling of the figures are obviously going to be nicer. These are all hand-finished. And they were meant for display. They were meant to hype up these pieces and sell them. So that is what they are. You cannot expect the ones that you get in the mail to look exactly like these. They probably won't look as good. It's been that way from the beginning of Trick or Treat Studios, and you guys should all know this by now, but I am throwing out that as a forewarning for anybody that's never bought anything from Tots. This is what it is. It's like that with just about everything. I mean, your burger from McDonald's definitely doesn't look like the burger that's on the window when you pull up and you order your food. The even better news to follow is that with them doing these figures, that probably means that there's more to come. Not only more figures, because if I know Trick or Treat Studios at this point, and I think that I know Trick or Treat Studios pretty well, it means that they are going to go all out with this licensing. Trick or Treat Studios likes making money, what business doesn't, and they also like making cool stuff for the average or casual collectors. Which means that I would place a very safe bet. I'd say we have a 99.9% chance of seeing some official Trick or Treat Studios Gwar masks in the future. And that has me very excited because Trick or Treat Studios is known for using things from real deal molds. That means that we could very well all be walking around with some real Slave Pit official real mold Odorous Urungus masks in the next couple of years. And that is pretty cool. These real deal masks have been available to the public for a while, but you've got to be pretty well off on money to buy from the Slave Pit, and the wait time is pretty crazy, and that's if they are making stuff at the moment. A lot of times they'll go years and years without doing any sort of Slave Pit commission pieces for the general public, and that sucks. Also, who wants to drop like $2,000 on a real deal Odorous mask that still doesn't really look like Odorous's real masks? This way, we'll be able to drop $60 to $100 on something cheaper, have it rehauled, and still be in there like swimwear. Okay, so now that we've talked about Gwar, we have a couple other ones to talk about. The other big one that I wanted to cover, just me personally, is the Goosebumps figures. They've also announced 5-inch Goosebumps action figures, and they look great. We've got the Scarecrow, we've got the Haunted Mask, it looks like we've got Curly back there, we've got Slappy, the book cover rendition, which is pretty sweet. we've got the Mummy, and we've got the Mud Monster. And again, with them bringing this many different characters that they haven't done yet, like the Mummy and the Mud Monster, to the 5-inch action figure line, it makes me think that they're going to do even more with the license than what they've done in the past. Hopefully, that means an official Curly mask, an official Mummy mask, and definitely an official Mud Monster mask. We definitely need an official Mud Monster mask. I don't know how that didn't happen before an official Slappy mask happened. The Slappy masks kind of look silly. But the Mud Monster mask is just an absolute no-brainer. I definitely think that we need a Mud Monster mask from Goosebumps for sure. Outside of these, it also looks like they are doing a Texas Chainsaw Massacre 5-inch line, which is pretty sweet. The dinner scene, we've got everybody there. Grandpa's there. The hitchhiker is there, Leatherface is there, and it comes complete with the actual table and all of the goodies that were on the table. I think that's fantastic. And then, last but not least, it looks like we're getting some other Halloween figures. We've got a Saw Billy the Puppet figure, we've got some Chucky stuff, we have got Ghost, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, and that looks like about it for right now, but there could be more coming in the future, and all of this has me super, super excited as a collector, and definitely as a Gwar and Goosebumps fan. Like I said, I think that this is just the beginning for a lot more stuff to be used with this license that they have for Gwar and for Goosebumps, and with seeing some not-so-seen characters in there in the Goosebumps thing, it definitely makes me think that we're going to see some more products for the Goosebumps line, and hopefully that means a Mud Monster mask, and hopefully it also means that we are going to see some official Gwar masks in the future. One can only hope. Let's collectively cross our fingers and just see what the future holds. So that is going to just about do it for this video. Just wanted to quickly touch base on that and fill anybody in that didn't know, and just give my thoughts. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below in the comments. Which release are you guys the most excited for? I've got to say that I'm the most excited for the Gwar one, obviously, but I am still super stoked for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and for the Goosebumps stuff for sure. I'll meet you guys down in the comments and we can have a general discussion. Looking forward to it. And as for me, I'm out of here. So thank you guys again for watching, and until next time, this has been AJ Good here at the House of Masks, telling you to say no to drugs and alcohol, and yes to 5-inch figs and 5-inch wieners. And we will see you guys in the next one.